Hello, hi there. This is Mel from Smarter Bodies. And I wanted to know if you've seen videos on the internet that describe yoga. I shouldn't be sarcastic. They do say yoga for frozen shoulder. This really bugs me out. So I know that's going to sound weird because I'm a yoga teacher, but the whole yoga for frozen shoulder thing is really aggravating me. Here's why. First of all, let's get a clear understanding on what frozen shoulder is. Frozen shoulder is a limitation of movement in a shoulder joint. If you're really unlucky, sometimes both shoulders. And it's usually because of repetitive strain injury or an injury that didn't heal properly. And it will result in limited movement, typically with overhead patterns. And if you try to lift your arm, instead of seeing like the head of the humerus rolls in the joint, the whole girdle, the scapula and the collarbone might come up, and it might look something like this. And okay, so there's a certain logic to yoga for frozen shoulder. The idea is to remobilize the joint. But maybe, since this is typically the body's way of trying to avoid further injury, maybe it's better to not force mobilization through aggressive stretching. And I know I don't want to assume that all these yoga videos for frozen shoulder are doing like tugging and pulling and like whatever, but I'm just going to advocate that you take a different route. Also, apparently my camera is a wet noodle and can't handle quick movement, and it like freaks out and then like has to refocus unless I'm actually like doing something weird, whatever. So here's my suggestion in helping you with frozen shoulder. And I think this is the safest route, and you really want to establish a sense of safety in the body so that there's not the impulse to further thicken the joint capsule or freeze up the musculature responsible for moving this joint properly. So what I would suggest you start with is a gentle breathing practice, and that can be pranayama, and that is absolutely part of a great well-rounded yoga practice. But I would prefer, and I think it's more sound advice, to begin a practice in which one is exploring mobilization deeper inside. For instance, how do I inhale and let my ribs move and release any diffuse tension that might be associated with the syndrome of frozen shoulder. Sometimes the neck will hurt, sometimes there's pain in the forearm or the hand, many other associated symptoms that can be assisted by breathing. And it sounds really simplistic, but it's really profound, and I think that sets you up on the path for true healing long term versus forcing mobility in a seemingly, gentle seeming yoga practice that will help in the short term and then in the long term can create major aggravation and then really push you back in terms of your progress, your physical progress. Also, breathing is a great way to reconnect to yourself in a manner that has nothing to do with your injury, and it helps you to get a better sense of control. See, there's the camera again. And mitigate the pain that you're feeling. Also addressing the emotional and mental stress that you might be feeling from frozen shoulder. So that's my recommend. Clean the slate, release that tension from the body, create a new relationship of sensing within, and then start moving forward with smart strength training and a varied pattern of movement that creates stability and safety in the body before you try going for like gross motor mobility kind of a thing. So that's it for now. That's what I wanted to share for now. And thanks for being here and for sticking with the video. I'm going to be sending more about this. So if you have questions or comments, email us at mel@smarterbodies.com. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Smarterbodies.com is our website. So Thank you. Have a wonderful Saturday night, and we will see you very soon. Enjoy beginning the breath practice. Bye-bye.